Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale.
Lead on, Pete. History lesson with Pete, folks.
Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns.
Just bear with me, folks. I just remembered what someone asked me to do ages ago.
But the overseer wouldn't let... let us explode anything. Not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades. Burned them with flamethrowers.
Fun.
Was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis.
What are you growling for, Rex?
Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one.
Okay, so they came from a vault. I think it's Vault 34.
And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Yeah.
Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions.
I've got a few, Pete. I have questions.
Ask away.
Why did your ancestors leave the safety of the vault, a vault?
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
Unfortunately, I don't have the explosives answer there.
And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know?
How about... I'm surprised Nellis was empty when your people found it.
Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
Whereas your people had brought Geiger counters with them from the vault.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
See, I love these guys, right? But
You're right.
they are a bit sort of xenophobic.
We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
The howitzer battery is a monument to the grit and resolve of your people.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know?
How did you learn where to find an old bomber?
Loyal found a file somewhere on the base, with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
You could attach a ballast to the plane and then haul it here for repairs.
Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has planned to do. You should go talk to him.
I might do.
Anything else you want to know?
How has Nellis taught your people to fly?
Once we restore power, we learn that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators.
Ah.
We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We use them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid there's no way you can be allowed to use the simulators. They're for our use only. Sorry.
I wasn't going to ask anyway. Oh, to slip the surly bonds of earth and dance amid the soaring birds.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know?
Only one more thing, Pete.
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops.
You must cultivate soy or legumes for protein in addition to grains.
Indeed we do. Very impressive. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles, or learn how to throw my voice. See ya.
So there we go, folks. We're now liked. And we're also going to take the snow globe.
Are you okay?
Were you talking to Chien then, Pete? Okay, let's see which is the closest of these two quest targets next. Probably that one. Now, if I'm right, the one we're about to do now, it's about... I think it's a repair one, where you've got to actually... Yeah, Nellis hangers. Pretty sure we've got to get stuff together for a guy. Although I can't remember exactly what he requires.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh?
What's up with your eyes?
Oh. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us.
I'm looking for ways to help out. Anything come to mind?
What I could use is some scrap metal. It may not sound exciting, but around here we have to recycle every rivet and plate. The other thing, you being from the outside and all, well, I guess you'd call it a personal matter, but, well, forget it.
I'll help you, Jack.
That must be nice, sharing yourself like that, not being embarrassed or anything. Well, the thing is, there's this girl.
Tell me about her.
Oh, you can't miss her. She has short red hair and she's the most beautiful woman who ever lived.
No, that's Katy
Will
Perry.
you really talk to her for me? What if she feels the same way? What if she comes here like you did? What if she gets blown up? What if she doesn't like me? Oh, geez. I better just let you handle it. I'm better with machines. They don't make my stomach queasy like this.
I'll look into it.
That would be amazing. As in, I would thank you forever.
And that's the bit of a weird thing. How on earth does he know of a girl elsewhere in the... Because she's not actually in the base.
How you survived the bombardment. That's incredible. I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please. If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
You got it, Loyal.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging. Be sure to stop on back and let me know when the arrays are fixed.
Will do, Loyal. Now the weird thing... Well, not weird. Annoying thing is it doesn't actually tell you that you don't actually... If you've got a high enough... if you've got a high enough repair skill... You don't even have to get the parts. Basically, as long as you've got... I think it's like about 70 plus repair. You can repair them without the parts anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, whilst we're going to go fix them, I'm also just going to go speak to...
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I do like the boomers, you know. It's her we need to speak to. I think that's Raquel, who we met briefly earlier. Although she was disguised as a bloody wall at that point.
Hey, Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them.
Okay.
Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free.
I'm on it.
Sure, anyone can.